The NovaDrier only requires a reliable compressed air feed of at least 80 psi with no requirement for any compressed air system drying. It can accept up to 100° Fahrenheit saturated air as a source. Dual coalescing filters remove any damaging impurities from the in-feed air and protect the lifetime desiccating membrane that is the heart of the NovaDrier technology. Best of all, it's designed for minimal maintenance. Just replace the filters once a year for peak performance. The saturated input air flows through the lifetime desiccating membrane, creating dry air that is less than -40° dew point. The membrane is made up of bundled semi-permeable fibers that create a flow path for the compressed air. The semi-permeable nature of the fibers allows water to permeate the fiber walls and air to pass through the tubules. The semi-permeable fibers separate the air and water molecules, returning the water to the atmosphere as harmless vapor through the membrane vents, while the air exits the membrane at less than -40° dew point, ready to dry resin every time. The air then flows through a process heater, which heats the air to the designated drying temperature. Upon leaving the heater, the air enters the bottom quadrant of the drying hopper, loaded with resin, and heats the resin while removing the moisture that the resin emits. Upon leaving the top of the hopper, the air is filtered and then returns to a secondary airflow path in the dryer that utilizes the same air again to pre-dry the resin that is in the top half of the drying hopper. The flow path contains an air amplifier that boosts the pressure and flow of the air, and a heater that adds any required BTUs to bring the air back to full drying temperature. This is possible because that air is still at a very low dew point and more than capable of drying resin. By using every CFM of air twice, the total air requirement is reduced dramatically by up to 65% over other competitive dryers. Minimal maintenance with no moving parts, no desiccant dust ever, and it's so incredibly easy to use. NovaDrier by Novatech, the only resin dryer with a lifetime desiccating membrane warranty.